What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Eclectic Beard. I hope everyone had a lovely, lovely Christmas. I did. It was a chill Christmas around my house. The only thing, I had to take and go pick up my 17-year-old daughter from her mom. But everything was just lovely. It was awesome. My favorite thing about Christmas is watching the kids open their gifts, seeing the look on their faces of just complete and utter bliss and happiness. Myself personally, I think the thing that let's see, I got a new ring. Wifey got me a new ring. I've got to take and get it sized, but the other one was shaped more like an oval, and I think due to the fact that my finger, I've gained weight since me and my wife got married, and my finger tried growing around the old ring. It felt like, because I really don't have a whole lot of feeling in this finger no more. Like that's we had to take and get shoestring wrapped around this thing, wrapped around it to get it off. Like it was it was, well, nigh time that we got it off. We'll just say that. I think though I'm very much looking forward. My wife took and ordered me a new gaming chair. I've got this old timey. I say old timey. I get this old like office chair basically that I'm using, and while it's comfortable and everything like that, it's definitely upgrade needed, and that is coming in. But I think other than that, I got two things. I got two video games, right? I got Tales of Arise, which y'all will see gameplay of, the playthrough on this channel, and I know not everybody's enamored with gaming, and I get it. That's cool. That's the reason I've got other content. That's the reason why the channel's called the Eclectic Beard. I can have a whole bunch of different kind of stuff, and it fits the aesthetic of the channel. Just saying. The other game that I got is Miles Morales, Spider-Man, and I got that game because it was on sale at $23.99. Now, I played the original Spider-Man, and it took me like 40-50 hours, and that was without completing all the side quests and stuff like that. Like I spent 40 or 50 hours in the storyline, just a couple of the side missions and stuff like that, playing the game, and I absolutely loved it. But I checked how long is Miles Morales Spider-Man, and you could get through a playthrough with just doing a couple side missions, like 8 to 10 hours. And that's exactly what happened. I got through that game in 8 to 10 hours. So now I get to that to get to this. Rolling through Facebook, I come across something. It's an ad for an article. Time sinks like AC, Valhalla are ruining games, not microtransactions. Now, for those that are uninitiated, microtransactions are taking and buying things for buying in-game items. A lot of times cosmetic. Sometimes it can be like XP boosts and stuff like that. One of the games I play the most, which is Call of Duty Warzone. There's a lot of it's free, but there's the microtransaction, and I say micro, between $10 to $20 worth of transactions for cosmetic stuff on your guns or operator skins. Like it's stupid when you get down to the brass tacks of it. So what? Time sinks like AC Valhalla are ruining games, not microtransactions. And it goes on to lament the games that take 50 or more hours to beat. You know, for me personally, I'm more like, the only multiplayer game I actually play is really Call of Duty. And the only reason why I play it the way I do is because it's what my friends and my wife take and play. That's the game they play. So that's the game I play. So that way, I can join in on the fun with them. And it's that's the reason why I play that game. But mostly I play single player games. Like, this person's lamenting paying $60 for a game that they might check out on because they've got the attention span of a goldfish after 50 hours, maybe 60 hours. Right? If a game lasts me 50 to 60 hours, I kind of feel gypped. I want more. I mean, I enjoy it, I've played numerous games that I've spent 50, 60 hours on, or 50, 60 bucks on, over 100 hours. Multiples. That's one of the things that I don't understand. Like, somebody I burned out on Assassin's Creed Valhalla sometime around the 50-hour mark after climbing over yet another beautiful mountain crafted by a team of immensely talented artists and designers. After 4 dozen hours of sprawling open world, stopped feeling like medieval England. Well, at that point, that's when you kind of step back and you play another game for a couple days. Like, there's ways that they can do it if you start feeling like that you start getting that bit of lag. But for me, I find the whole premise of spending over 50 hours to be a problem for a video game. I feel gypped if I take and buy a video game and I only spend 10, 15 hours. It's the reason why I waited for Miles Morales' Spider-Man game to go on sale. Because I don't want to take and buy and play, unless it's got a very well-crafted story. Like, it has to be like just supremely crafted to be just almost perfect of a story for me to justify paying $60. And even then, I'm going to play the game again on a different difficulty so I get replayability out of it. I think that's part of the problem with things. Nobody wants to take the time, and I think it's due to the way our society works these days. Nobody wants to take the time to sit down to either play out a beautifully crafted story or take and do the extra things within a game to add flair or sizzle or whatever you want to take and call it to enhance a gameplay, a game's playthrough. So those 50, 60, 80, 100 hours feel like 10 hours. I had that happen with Cyberpunk. I played Cyberpunk. I pre-ordered that game, so whenever it come out, the day that it come out, I was playing it. And yes, played it on my computer. Absolutely love the game. I'll probably start another playthrough here soon for the channel. I just absolutely love the story of the game. I love how vibrant the city is, and I think that's one of the things for me. That the story, it's not groundbreaking, but it's well written. The side missions that are in it and the side activities that you can do give it enough flair to where those 100 hours feel like 15 hours. And I think the problem with society is everything comes by so quick that if something takes longer than 10 minutes, we don't enjoy it, because then it feels like for a lot of folks, it feels like a time sink. But I'm the guy that sits down and reads a 600-page book in 3 days. And then I'm bummed because either I didn't think so far ahead that I could take and get the sequel, because I love series and stuff like that I could read the sequel or the next book in the series. Or I'm bummed because it's over and now I have to find something else to read. I might have went through 400 or 500 pages in those 3 days, but I'm bummed. But with the way things are set up in society today, between our cell phones, between TV, and the way the ads are done, but not only the way the ads are done, the way the randomness that happens, nothing holds people's attention very much anymore past 5 minutes. And that's sad, because you can be missing out on such a great story. And I get it, not everybody's built the same. That's baked into all this. I understand that completely, but I think it's more endemic to society and the way things are set up today to take and grab our attention for short-term amounts of time. For somebody to complain that a video game that takes over 50 hours to be part of the problem in gaming and not microtransactions, which microtransactions I have no problem with if done tastefully or right. It doesn't affect the game. Basically, if you want to take and spend $10, $5 or $10 to take and get that cosmetic item, to take and see your character wear it in game, I have no problem. That's taking and making the game even more yours. You feel like you're got even more ownership over that character that you're playing, and that's one of the beautiful things that can happen with a video game. Make sure, past video games though, that if you invest time and effort into something, make it yours, enjoy it, especially if it holds your attention. it's it's getting harder and harder to do the way things are made these days for that to happen. Um, yeah, basically that's all I was wanting to take and just make sure everybody had a Merry Christmas. And um, yeah, I don't know, something I read this article and something within me was like, that's horse shit. So I want to take and give my side of, take and give my opinion on stuff like that, because I honestly do think that with the way things are set up today, we're able to keep up with things a lot more often, but it takes and we sacrifice our long term mindset on stuff a lot of times. So you get short term commitments, you get short term, you know, that satisfaction of having something completed. But if it takes longer than 5 or 10 minutes, a lot of times we take and get aggravated, or society these days gets aggravated with it and wants nothing else to do with it. So that being said, I hope to take and yeah, this vlog number one for the new format for the channel. I hope everybody has a very lovely day. I hope you all had a beautiful Christmas and everything went swimmingly for you. Um, I'm looking forward to this coming year. I'm looking forward to taking and getting to know y'all better this coming year. And yeah, y'all be good to each other. Love yourselves. Peace.